Hi students, last class we discussed about construction of analytic function by knowing its real or imaginary part by Milne-Thomson method. Yeah, you know the procedure. So once again I'll say the procedure how to construct the analytic function. So if the real part u or the imaginary part v is given, and the given function may be either in Cartesian form, that is in terms of x and y, or in polar form r and theta. So depending upon that function, we differentiate with respect to x comma y if it is in Cartesian, and differentiate with respect to r comma theta and if it is in polar form. After getting the partial derivatives, we need to find the fundamental result f dash of z is equal to ux plus ivx for Cartesian form, and f dash of x is equal to e power minus I theta into ur plus ivr for polar form. But either real or imaginary part is given, you will get either ux uy or vx vy for Cartesian, ur u theta and vr v theta for polar. In order to substitute the partial derivatives in the fundamental result, we make use of the CR equation like ux is equal to vy or vx is equal to minus uy, or if it is in polar form, ur is equal to 1 by r v theta and vr is equal to minus 1 by r u theta, etc. So that you will get f dash of z in terms of the partial derivative of one variable. It may be either u or v. And then we substitute the expressions for partial derivatives, and by substituting x is equal to z, y is equal to 0 if it is in Cartesian form, and put r is equal to z, theta is equal to 0 if it is in polar form, we get f dash of z as a function of z. And on integrating f dash of z with respect to z, we get the required analytic function f of z. So last class we solved one problem. Let us continue. You write the second one now. Second one. Find the analytic function. Find the analytic function f of z whose imaginary part is e power x into x sin y plus y cos y. X sin y plus y cos y. Let us see the solution. So since the imaginary is given, let us say the imaginary is v. V is equal to e power x into x sin y plus y cos y. Now let us differentiate v with respect to x and y partially. We get vx is equal to, that is dou v by dou x is equal to, you see the given function e power x into this one. E power x is a function of x, even this bracket contains x, so we have to use product rule. So the first term e power x into derivative of this bracket quantity with respect to x. So sin y is constant, derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of y cos y is 0 because it is constant, plus, now keeping this bracketed quantity as it is, differentiate e power x, and you know derivative of e power x is e power x itself, so we'll get e power x into x sin y plus y cos y. So if you want, you can write using product rule. So that is vx is equal to e power x into, e power x is common here, sin y plus x sin y plus y cos y, that is Vx. Next Vy, that is dou v by dou y, differentiating with respect to y partially. While differentiating with respect to y, e power x is constant, so we keep it as it is, e power x into, differentiate this. So first one again x constant, derivative of sin y is cos y plus y cos y. Again you have to use product rule here, y into cos y. You are differentiating with respect to y. Y into derivative of cos y is minus sin y plus cos y into derivative of y is 1. That is equal to e power x into x cos y minus y sin y plus cos y. That is Vy. And now let us consider the result f dash of z is equal to ux plus I Vx. Here you know Vx and Vy. In the result you have ux and Vx. So we need to write ux in terms of Vy by using CR equation. But ux is equal to Vy. So that is the CR equation, because f of z is analytic. So therefore f dash of z is equal to, in place of ux we'll write Vy plus I Vx. Now let us substitute the expression for Vy and Vx. That is f dash of z is equal to Vy. Vy is e power x into x cos y minus y sin y plus cos y plus I into, right here, plus I into Vx. Vx is e power x into sin y plus x sin y plus y cos y. Vy plus I Vx. And now let us substitute x is equal to z, y is equal to 0. We get f dash of z is equal to e power z into cos 0 minus y 0 plus cos 0 is 1, cos 0 plus I into e power z into sin 0 plus z into sin 0 plus y 0 into cos 0. So that is equal to e power z into z plus 1, cos 0 is 1, plus I into e power z into 0, sin 0 is 0, so the entire term is 0 into e power z is e power 0. So f dash of z is e power z into z plus 1. F dash of z is equal to e power z into z plus 1. So we got f dash of z as a function of z. Now by integrating with respect to z, we get the required analytic function. Now on integrating with respect to z, we have, so LHS is f of z is equal to integration of e power z into z plus 1. I'll write as z plus 1 into e power z dz. Z plus 1 e power z dz. Now integrating by parts, of course plus constant of integration rate. Integrating by parts, taking z plus 1 as first term, e power z second term, we get z plus 1 into integration of e power z is e power z plus integral derivative of z plus 1 is 1 plus 0 into integration of e power z is e power z dz plus c. So that is z plus 1 e power z plus integration of e power z is e power z plus c. That is equal to z plus 1 e power z. That's the same, z plus 1 e power z plus e power z plus c. Next step, z into e power z plus 1 into e power z while integrating by parts, first term into integration of second one minus, you get minus here, minus, so z e power z plus e power z minus e power z plus c, then plus e power z minus e power z get cancelled, you get z e power z plus c. Therefore f of z is equal to z e power z plus c. So that is the required analytic function. Is the required analytic function. Here while integrating by parts, first term into integration of second one minus integration of derivative of first integration of second one. It is minus sign. It's minus sign. So first term z plus 1 integration of e power z minus integration of e power z is again e power z plus c. So multiply, will get z e power z plus e power z minus e power z plus c, plus e power z minus e power z get cancelled, we will get f of z is equal to z e power z plus c. That is the analytic function. Next, let us see the third problem. Find the analytic function. Find the analytic function whose real part is x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x divided by x square plus y square. Hence determine v. And this problem is asked in the previous question paper, December 2017. So this is different from the previous two problems. Previous two problems they asked only to construct the analytic function, but now after getting the analytic function to determine v means the other part. Real part is given, that is u is given. We need to get v after constructing the analytic function. So first let us write the real part. U is equal to x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x divided by x square plus y square. So let us differentiate with respect to x and y partially. We get ux is equal to, so you see the given function is like u by v. We need to apply quotient rule. You know what is a quotient rule? Quotient rule. D by dx of u by v is equal to v into u dash minus u into v dash divided by v square. First denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator by denominator square. So first denominator x square plus y square into derivative of the numerator is with respect to x, it is 4x cube minus 0 minus 2 minus, now the numerator x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x into derivative of the denominator with respect to x is 2x plus 0. This whole divided by the denominator square, x square plus y square whole square. So that is equal to x square plus y square into 4x cube minus 2 minus x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x into 2x, this whole divided by x square plus y square whole square. That is the partial derivative of u with respect to x. Similarly, we find uy. Uy, that is a partial derivative of u with respect to y. Again, by applying quotient rule, we get x square plus y square, first denominator, into derivative of the numerator. Derivative of the numerator with respect to y. So that is 0 minus 4y cube minus 0 minus, now the numerator, x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x into derivative of the denominator with respect to y, it is 0 plus 2y, this whole divided by x square plus y square whole square. Again, we are applying the quotient rule. So that is you can write as minus outside x square plus y square 4y cube minus, it is x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x into 2y, this whole divided by x square plus y square whole square. That is uy. Now let us consider the result. F dash of z is equal to ux plus ivx. But here you know ux and uy, so we need to write vx in terms of uy by using a CR equation. So what is the CR equation we have? Vx is equal to minus uy. That is the CR equation. Why? Because the function is analytic. Therefore, f dash of z is equal to ux as it is plus I into vx. For vx we'll write minus uy, so we'll get minus I uy. So as you have lengthy expressions for ux and uy, this is ux and this one is uy, so we can write directly, put x is equal to z, y is equal to 0, put x is equal to z, y is equal to 0, we get f dash of z is equal to, we will substitute x is equal to z, y is equal to 0 in ux, minus I into uy z comma 0. Instead of writing these two expressions ux and uy, just I am writing ux in bracket z comma 0 implies put x is equal to z, y is equal to 0 in ux. Similarly, uy z comma 0. So that is f dash of z is equal to, what is ux we have? Ux is x square plus y square. Put x is equal to z, we will get z square plus 0 into 4z cube minus 2 minus z power 4 minus 0 minus 2z into 2z, is whole divided by z square plus 0 whole square. Z square plus 0 whole square. That is for ux. Minus I into uy. So this is uy. You see uy, each term contains y. X square plus y square into y cube, and this entire term multiplied by y, and we are substituting y 0 here, so the entire term is 0. So therefore f dash of z is equal to z square into 4z cube. Z square into 4z cube is 4z power 5. 4z power 5 minus 2 into z square minus 2z square minus 2z into z power 4 is minus 2z power 5 minus of minus plus 2z into 2z is 4z square. This whole divided by z square whole square is z power 4. So that is equal to 4z power 5 minus 2z power 5 is 2z power 5. Then minus 2z square plus 4z square is plus 2z square divided by z power 4. So that is equal to 2z power 5 by z power 4 plus 2 z square by z power 4. That is equal to 2 into z power 5 by z power 4 is z plus 2 z square by z power 4 is 2 by z square. That is f dash of z. F dash of z. Now, in order to get f of z, let us integrate. On integrating, we get f of z is equal to integration of 2z plus 2 by z square dz plus c. That is equal to 2 into integration of z is z square by 2 plus 2 into integration of 1 by z square is minus 1 by z. You know, derivative of 1 by z is minus 1 by z square. So integration of 1 by z square is minus 1 by z plus c. That is f of z is equal to f of z is equal to 2 to get cancel, we'll get z square minus 2 by z. Z square minus 2 by z plus c is the required analytic function. Is the required analytic function. So now, of course, it is the first part of the problem. We got the analytic function, but it is asked to find the imaginary part also. To find the imaginary part. So now, to find the imaginary part, v, we shall separate the RHS of f of z into real and imaginary. Real and imaginary parts. So in order to separate the real and imaginary, we substitute z is equal to x plus iy. We substitute z is equal to x plus iy. So we substitute z is equal to x plus iy in the RHS of f of z. We get f of z is equal to z is x plus iy whole square minus 2 by z, 2 by x plus iy plus c. So that is equal to x plus iy whole square. It is a plus b whole square form. X square plus I square y square plus 2i xy. That is the first term. Minus, in order to simplify the second one, since we have the complex in the denominator, let us multiply and divide by its conjugate. What is the conjugate of x plus iy? It is x minus iy plus c as it is. So that is equal to x square minus y square, because you know that I square is minus 1, minus y square plus I into 2xy and minus 2 into x minus iy is whole divided by the denominator x square minus I square y square. Of course here since I square is equal to minus 1, we are writing minus y square here, and the denominator, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So further we simplify, it is x square minus y square plus I into 2xy, and from this let us of course I square is minus 1 here, denominator becomes x square plus y square, and if you separate the real and imaginary, you get minus 2x divided by x square plus y square, minus of minus plus I into 2y divided by x square plus y square. We are separating the real and imaginary. Now from the entire expression, first I will write the real part, x square minus y square, then minus 2x divided by x square plus y square, that is the real part, plus I into the imaginary part is 2xy plus 2y divided by x square plus y square. So it is like u plus iv. So before going to write the imaginary, first let us compare this given function with the obtained function. So what is the given function here? U. The real part u is x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x by x square plus y square. But we got x square minus y square minus 2x by x square plus y square. So further we need to simplify to get the same function. So just to take the LCM and simplify. So that is denominator x square plus y square, LCM. Then the numerator is x square minus y square into x square plus y square minus 2x. That is the real part, plus I into. Similarly the imaginary part, you take the LCM x square plus y square, you will get 2xy into x square plus y square plus 2y. So that is the imaginary, and this one is the real. Now let us simplify. That is equal to, again it is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. A minus b into a plus b is same as a square minus b square. We will get x square whole square, that is x power 4 minus y square whole square is minus y power 4 minus 2x divided by x square plus y square plus I into this. If you simplify, 2xy into x square is 2x cube y, 2xy into y square is 2xy cube plus 2y, this whole divided by x square plus y square. Now the real and imaginary parts are separated. It is like u plus I into v. So if you see u, exactly this u is same as the given function. The given function u is equal to x power 4 minus y power 4, x power 4 minus y power 4 minus 2x by x square plus y square. We got the same. The other part is the imaginary number. So therefore the imaginary part of f of z, imaginary part of f of z is v is equal to 2x cube y plus 2xy cube plus 2y, this whole divided by x square plus y square. It is the required answer. Now we solved 3 problems where the given function is in Cartesian form. Let us solve one problem where the given function will be in the polar form. Okay, right. The next one, that is 4th problem. Determine the analytic function. Determine the analytic function f of z whose imaginary part is r minus k square by r into sin theta, r minus k square by r into sin theta, where r is not equal to 0. Hence find the real part. Hence find the real part of f of z. Hence find the real part of f of z. Let us see the solution. So here imaginary part is given, so that is v. So let v is equal to r minus k square by r into sin theta, where r is not equal to 0. So as usual, first let us find the partial derivatives. So since it is in polar form, differentiating with respect to r and theta partially, we get Vr is equal to, that is dou v by dou r is equal to, while differentiating with respect to r, sin theta is constant, so we will keep it as it is. Only differentiate r minus k square by r. Derivative of r is 1 minus k square. Derivative of 1 by r is minus 1 by r square, so we will get minus of minus plus 1 by r square into sin theta, that is Vr. Next, v theta is equal to, now the bracket quantity is a function of r, which is constant, we keep it as it is, r minus k square by r as it is. Derivative of sin theta is cos theta, so we got Vr and v theta. Now let us consider f dash of z in polar form. So what is f dash of z in polar form? It is e power minus I theta into ur plus I Vr. But here you know Vr and v theta, and in the result you have ur and Vr. So now we need to write ur in terms of v theta. Ur in terms of v theta. We can write ur is equal to 1 by r v theta, that is the CR equation. Why? Because the function is analytic. Because f of z is analytic. So therefore f dash of z is equal to e power minus I theta into, for ur you can write 1 by r v theta plus I Vr. Now both v theta and Vr are available, so we can substitute the expressions for Vr and v theta. So that is f dash of z is equal to e power minus I theta into 1 by r v theta. What is v theta? R minus k square by r cos theta plus I into Vr. Vr is 1 plus k square by r square into sin theta. That is f dash of z. F dash of z. That is equal to e power minus I theta into, so multiplying by 1 by r get cancelled, 1 minus k square by r square cos theta plus I into 1 plus k square by r square sin theta. Now let us substitute r is equal to z and theta is equal to 0 in the RHS. We get f dash of z is equal to e power 0, theta is 0, 1 minus k square by z square into cos 0 plus I into 1 plus k square by z square into sine 0. And you know cos 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0. We get 1 minus k square by z square into 1. That is f dash of z. F dash of z is equal to 1 minus k square by z square. So to get f of z, let us integrate. So on integrating with respect to z, we get f of z is equal to integral 1 minus k square by z square dz plus c. 1 minus k square by z square plus c. That is equal to integration of 1 is z minus k square constant, and integration of minus 1 by z square is integration of minus 1 by z square is 1 by z plus 1 by z. So we'll get z plus k square by z plus k square by z plus c. So z plus k square by z, that is the required analytic function. Is the required analytic function. Now we need to find the real part. So to get real part, we substitute z is equal to r e power I theta. To find the real part, u of f of z, real part u of f of z, we substitute z is equal to r e power I theta, r e power I theta in the RHS of f of z. So therefore f of z is equal to, what is f of z? You got z plus k square by z, z plus k square by z. So z is r e power I theta plus k square by r e power I theta. That is equal to r into, e power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta plus k square by r into e power minus I theta. E power I theta in the denominator is e power minus I theta in the numerator, which can be written as cos theta minus I sin theta. Cos theta minus I sin theta. So now it is equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta plus k square by r cos theta minus I k square by r sin theta. Now let us separate the real and imaginary parts. So that is equal to the real part. First one is r cos theta, then plus k square by r cos theta. Next imaginary, plus ir sin theta minus I k square by r sin theta. From these two terms, cos theta is common, so you can write r plus k square by r into cos theta plus I into, and the remaining two terms sin theta, if you take common, r minus k square by r sin theta, r minus k square by r sin theta. So that is in the form of u plus iv. So where u is equal to r plus k square by r, where u is equal to r plus k square by r into cos theta. Now you observe exactly the expression you got for v is same as the given function. So the given function is imaginary part whose or v is equal to r minus k square by r sin theta, r minus k square by r sin theta. So the other part is the real, that is u is equal to r plus k square by r cos theta. So that is the required the required real part of f of z. Now we have a similar problem. It is asked in one of the previous question paper. That is fifth one. Determine the analytic function f of z whose imaginary part is v is equal to r minus 1 by r sin theta. So it is asked December 2018. So when you compare this with the previous problem, that is fourth one, v is equal to r minus k square by r sin theta. Now it is v is equal to r minus 1 by r sin theta. In place of k square we have 1. Almost it is similar to the previous one where k is equal to 1. So as it is a similar problem, you can try at home. Next class let us solve few more problems. Thank you.